Shabbos was the Yahrzeit by Zaida and Boruch Sorotzkin. He tells her Shiur. So they'll tell us that the way that you bring about a zikaron for tzaddikim is by saying over from their words. There's no greater zikaron that you can do for a tzaddik than to say over their words. State that Vayishma Yisro heard. So what did Yisro hear? Rashi says, Ma Shmu'a Shamu Ko. What was the Shmu'a that Yisro heard that caused Yisro to come? Yisro, we know, came to join Klal Yisrael. So what was the Shmu'a? What did he hear that drew him to Klal Yisrael, that he wanted to come join Klal Yisrael? So Rashi Kriyas Yamsuf and Chalmik. He heard about the nisim that happened by Kriyas Yamsuf, and he heard about Melchemeth Amalek. And the obvious question is that what was so special about Kriyas Yamsuf and Melchemeth Amalek that's what drew Yisro. Yisro heard about Kriyas Yamsuf, he heard about Melchemeth Amalek, and that's what made it that he was drawn to Klal Yisrael. Okay, Kriyas Yamsuf, we understand, that was an earth-shattering event, and it was something that everybody was talking about. In fact, all the rivers in the world, they all split. So that was something that maybe that caused Yisro to come. And Melchemeth Amalek was perhaps even a nest that was meluvish in Teva. It didn't seem like it was something which was so out of the ordinary, the fact that they went to battle with Amalek. So we know that B'shas Kriyas Yamsuf, it says that the Sitra Acher came, Sorry Shal Yam, Sorry Shal Eisuf, came and he was Mekatr, and he said that Halalu Oiv de Avodah Zorah, Halalu Oiv de Avodah Zorah, that Klal Yisrael is Oiv de Avodah Zorah. So why did the Rebbeinu Shalom single out Klal Yisrael if they're also Oiv de Avodah Zorah? And the question is, why do we find B'dafki B'shas Kriyas Yamsuf that the Satan was Mekatrik, Halalu Oiv de Avodah Zorah? There were many other nisim that the Rebbeinu Shalom did, B'shas Makas B'chayris and other Makas that the Rebbeinu Shalom did. We don't find that he singled out Klal Yisrael, saved Klal Yisrael. We don't find that there was a kitrug on Klal Yisrael, that they were also if they avodah zorah. Now the pasuk tells us B'shas Kriyas Yamsuf, it says that Daber al Bnei Yisrael v'Yiso, that the Rebbeinu told Moshe to speak to Klal Yisrael, and Klal Yisrael will travel. Rashi says of their Ein Lahem Ela Lisa. They have no reason not to travel. The Yam is not standing in front of them. Kedai zchus avoisam v'heim. It's kedai, the zchus of their fathers and them. The hamuna she'eminu bi v'yatzel b'reilem sayam. That they have the zchus of us, but not only they have the zchus of us, they have the eigen zchus. They have their own zchus. So because of the schus office and because of their eigen schusim, their own schusim, that's why they were mezaicha to Kriyas Yamsuf. So it's mashma from Rashi, the vice is that in the nisim that happened until now in Mitzrayim were nisim that happened because of the schus office, because of the schus. So Rebbeinu made Avtachat Avraham Avinu, and because of the schusim of the office. Therefore, the Rebbeinu brought about Nisim in Mitzrayim. And when it came over here to Kriyas Yamsuf, Rashi adds that it wasn't just in the schus of us, but there was a schus that Klal Yisrael themselves had a schus in order that the Yam should be split. What was the schus that Klal Yisrael had that the Yam should split? So we see that the schus Amun. What was the schus? What was the schus of Emunah that we're referring to? Yeah, what are we referring to when we say the schus of Emunah that Klal Yisrael had שהאמינו בי בשעס קריאת ים סוף. Steht that b'shas kriyas Yam Suf, Chazal say that Klal Yisrael was coffins into the Yam. They jumped into the Yam, and it was until it came to a matzah that they came out drowned in the Yam, and then once it was Bo Mayim and Nafesh, then the Rebbeinu Shalom came along and saved us. Now we know that there's this Welt is a Welt that fills a al pi derech hateva. There's an hog of derech hateva in the Welt, and b'derech klal the Rebbeinu Shalom doesn't show us nisim in the world, but there is an hog of nisim in the Welt. The Gemara tells us in Brachos, Maishno kamoy disrachish nisim. How come that there's previous generations that the Rebbeinu Shalom that there were many nisim that happened in previous generations? So Gemara says over there, "Kamoy the masin afshayu." The previous generations that they were meisin nefesh for the Rebbeinu Shalom, then the Rebbeinu Shalom did nisim with them, and in our generation we're not meisin nefesh, so the Rebbeinu Shalom doesn't have this anhag of nisim. We know that Shteit Hashem Tzilcha, that the Rebbeinu Shalom is like a shadow. That means that the way that a person is misnayig with the Rebbeinu Shalom, that's the way that the Rebbeinu Shalom is misnayig with him. The way that we fear him, the way that our anhaga, the way that we act towards the Rebbeinu Shalom, that's the way that the Rebbeinu Shalom acts towards us. So in the Bria, there's anhaga of teva and there's anhaga of amalu midarach hateva. How does a person zoiche to that anhaga of l'mala midarach hateva? When a person is noyik l'mala midarach hateva, when a person acts l'mala midarach hateva, when a person goes with mesirus nefesh, the kamoy, the masir nafshayu, that they were meisir nefesh, the Rebbeinu Shalom was noyik with them with mesirus nefesh. The Rebbeinu Shalom was noyik with them l'mala midarach hateva, that they were zoiche to anhaga of nisim. When it came to kriyas Yam Suf, why did the Rebbeinu Shalom change the teva b'shas kriyas Yam Suf? Because we went with mesirus nefesh, because we jumped into the Yam Suf, and we were noyig l'mala miderech hateva. So since we were noyig l'mala miderech hateva, so therefore the Rebbeinu Shalom was noyig with us. It wasn't only Nachman ben Aminadab. No, it was a whole chelik of Klal Yisrael that jumped into the Yam Suf, that were noyig with this anhag of l'mala miderech hateva. So Mele, when it came to Kriyas Yam Suf, the Rebbeinu Shalom did Kriyas Yam Suf Yischusa Amuna, that Klal Yisrael jumped into the Yam, that they believed into the Rebbeinu, they went Mesiras Nefesh for the Rebbeinu Shalom. The same thing when it came to Melchemeth Amalek. When it came to Melchemeth Amalek, Klal Yisrael went with Mesiras Nefesh to fight Amalek. When Klal Yisrael went with Mesiras Nefesh, Chavetz Chaim says in his side, if Klal Yisrael would have went out to fight with Mesiras Nefesh, he says we would have won. So when Klal Yisrael has anhaga of Mesiras Nefesh, so then the Rebbeinu Shalom is noyig with. So that's what Rashi coming to tell us. That Mashmuah Shamu Ba, that Moved Yisro heard about the Gabbos. He heard about the nisim that the Rebbeinu Shalom did. He heard about the Gabbos of the Rebbeinu Shalom. So he heard about the Gabbos of the Rebbeinu Shalom. Okay, so he was Megayah. He wants to go serve the Rebbeinu Shalom. Al B'tzadin and the Eibishter, he doesn't have to come to be a part of Klal Yisrael. That he could go wherever he is. He could go and he could be over Hashem. Mashmuah Shama Uba. Why did he come to join Klal Yisrael? Because at the Gezend of Mesiras Nefesh, that Klal Yisrael has to the Rebbeinu Shalom, the Klal Yisrael thing is it. So he saw the Gadlus of Klal Yisrael. He says, he has to come to be a chelik for Nazak Klal. The oilam that comes over here to this kail and mishtei tuf with Mesiras Nefesh, mishtei tuf. Okay, that the Klal Yisrael look forward to jump into the Yam also.
After I go to sleep, but over here I'm up.
First of all, man redt nicht wegen Eis. The zweite Sache ist, that Klal Yisrael b'shas kriyas Yam Suf, they didn't go with hesitation. They went because they were excited to jump into the Yam. So about it, the whole mikra, the whole mikra is on the Mesiras Nefesh.
The Rov made that.
On the Mesiras Nefesh. So the oil comes to free, and with Mesiras Nefesh with that place. Steht off and kommt, and you have the opportunity to learn in Azach HaPura that extends themselves to come to learn, not just to come to learn in the Zaida, but to come even before the Zaida to hear divrei Chizuk. That's there's a special anhagah that the Rebbeinu Shalom has. That's the malam miderech hateva. That's the way that the Rebbeinu Shalom you see anhagah the malam miderech hateva that was Zaida. But to sein a chelik von Azak Klal, to come and be a chelik von Azak Klal that shows a expression of love to the Rebbeinu Shalom, it's a tremendous source for all of us.